What's up everybody, Exo Vendetta here. I'm bringing you another video of discussion videos. I haven't done a discussion video in a while. I've been doing other projects like the Fallout series. I took a break from that to do some Black Ops videos and so on. As you can tell, I've taken too many breaks from too many things. I might even do a Minecraft live video. Who fucking knows? That's only if that's in the future though. Right now I want to talk to you about something that's important to me because recently there was some PS2 games that have came onto the PS4. And we all know that some of them was San Andreas, Vice City, others that I can't recall, but those are the ones that I really cared about, at least just the GTA versions. So today I thought it'd be really cool just to share my opinions on what other cool PS2 games would be great to come on to PS4. Now realistically this is only my personal selection. Don't expect a lot of classics because I know everyone had their own different tastes in games, you know, so some of you may not agree with them, but if you do, leave in the comment section which ones you did and which ones do you personally want to play on the PS4. Okay, so let's take it off. Starting at number 10, I'm going down from the least to the most that I want. Okay, the 10th one that I want is Destroy All Humans 2. The reason I say that is because the first one was great. I played the first one, and if you guys don't remember Destroy All Humans, that was about an aliens, you know, coming to Earth, you know, trying to take it over and shit. They crashed and shit, trying to find their way, whatever. Anyways, I wanted 2 because of the fact that it was 2-player, split screen, and I think it'd be great to play with, you know, my girlfriend, or maybe if they work some way with having it online, you know, that'd be cool. But if they didn't, then that's great. But anyways, I just think that Destroy All Humans 2 would be great, just because it has 2-player split screen. And on top of that, I like the 70s because it was so funny how you could make people dance like the police and the hippies and stuff. And there's a lot of cool little powers that you had in that game, if you guys don't recall. But anyways, that's just my number 10. Now number 9, I'm bringing you Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Now I say this because, of course, if you guys know this already from watching me for a long time, I'm a DBZ fan. Alright, I'm still going to be doing a Dragon Ball Xenoverse review too, so keep in mind for that. That'll be happening soon, and by soon I mean probably within the week. Yes. And I'll even explain on that video why that took so long to do. But anyways, yes, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. The reason that is because I like the board game aspect of how they made it work, where you had to make a piece and each turn you made, you know, mattered. You know, where you'd get into a fight with someone or get like a Sensu Bean or a Dragon Ball. If you guys don't remember Budokai 2, that game was beautiful. So addicting too as well. If you guys ever played Dragon Ball Z games and loved them, this was definitely one that you couldn't resist, honestly. I mean, this game was just beautiful, all kinds of ways. The battling was fun, it was addictive when you played. It was like, it was honestly the best. Now for number 9, I'm bringing you Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. Now, the reason I say Sly 3 Among Thieves is, again, 2-player split screen. And also because Sly 3 I think is the first one that was, well, not the first one, I take that back, the other 2 were fun, but I think the 3rd installment of Sly Cooper was definitely my favorite personally. I don't know why, it just was. I liked the advancement that they did from the first and the second one. I felt like the 3rd one really showed everything you could do in it, and just in general, like, it was an all-around good game. Now for number 7, I'm bringing you Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Now if you guys haven't played this game and you're a Marvel fan and you had a PS2, what the fuck. But anyways, Marvel Ultimate Alliance is basically kind of like the Avengers movie, but on steroids. I mean, every fucking hero was there, whether it was Black Panther. They even had the black and white Nick Fury. Yes, you could actually change their skin outfits, and literally, I shit you not, you could actually change skins and outfits on that. Like Spider-Man, for example, you could even change Iron Man to I think, no, that was the second one where you could turn into the Hulk type armor. Anyways, yeah, I say the first one because that was like the one that really got me into the whole series and franchise in general. There was only 2 made, and they only was on the PS2. Oh wait, take that back. The second one was on 360. I don't think they brought the first one to 360. If they did, I never saw it. But I had 360, okay? And I played them on the PS2. That's what we're talking about here. Marvel Ultimate Alliance on the PS2. They need to make that happen. PS4. Sony, make that happen. Dragon Quest 8. That is number 6. I say Dragon Quest 8 because if you guys aren't familiar with that game was a fun game to me. Honestly, it was kind of like the old Pokemon games, you know? Like how when you'd run around for a long time in the grass, you'd get a Pokemon and you'd battle them. Well, in Dragon Quest 8, how it worked is you was in like a third-person view, and you had to roam around with this character. I forgot his name, but you had friends like Olaf and all that, and he was a fat guy with a spiky helmet, and he had like a big axe or hammer, and he was a fat guy, and he talked like this, hey. Yeah, it was funny and cool. It's an anime game, yes. They've made countless Dragon Quest games over the years. Actually, they just recently made one for the PS4. But it'd be nice to bring back one of the best classics, because to me personally, Dragon Quest 8 was the first one I played. So of course that one's going to be the first one that I would say that should come to PS4. I mean, it was on PS2, and the new one just came out. Why not bring that back? I mean, come on, they're bringing back Final Fantasy VII. It's only right, so don't judge me. Anyway, that's my number 6. Now, my 5th PS2 game that I think should come to PS4 is I'm going to have to go with Spider-Man 2. Yes, not the cartoony one, the one based off the old movies, you know, with Tobey Maguire when he fought Dr. Octopus. Yes, that one. Not the one with the retro hairstyle, fucking Gwen Stacy with the blonde hair. No, I'm talking about Mary Jane. Yes, the original from the early 2000s. Well, I want Spider-Man 2 because that Spider-Man game on the PS2 was beautiful. I loved it so much. It was honestly my favorite Spider-Man game I ever played. I could still play it today and be satisfied. Like, that's how much I like it. But that being said, Spider-Man 2, also I like the aspect of where you got to free roam, web around, and on top of that, stop bad guys. Like, you could literally just roam around all day on that game, saving the world and stopping crime. You didn't have to do the main quests or anything. Like, you literally just roamed around, stopping bank robbers. You could, you know, literally like web people up to poles. You had to, you know, get a car that, I mean, you had to get a guy that was hijacking a car from an old lady and bust into the window. Like, you did so much on that game. And I felt like it was a really fun game and it was really worthwhile. So I was thinking that that should definitely deserve a shot at being on the PS4. Now, moving on to number 4, I'm going to say Crash Tag Team Racing. Why Crash Tag Team Racing? Well, if you're not familiar with Crash Bandicoot is a show. I was about to say show. Why? Anyways, Crash Bandicoot is a game that basically is a cartoony character that's wacky. He doesn't talk at all, but he has lots of villains like Cortex that always tries ruining the day for him and his friends. And Crash Bandicoot Crash Tag Team Racing is a racing game, of course, with him. And I think that that's the only racing game I'll ever play till this day because of the fact that I liked how you could fuse your vehicles together, and on top of that you could actually like manifest into this badass tricked out weapon where you could like shoot at other cars with like coconuts or something. Like, the game was really fun and addictive. Like, me and my friends used to argue all the time over this game. This game was like the Smash Bros of PS2. Like, when you played Tag Team Racing and you fused with somebody and they shot your car, it's like I thought we were friends, you know? I thought we were cool. We had a friendship and you blew me up. I see how you play now. Like, you could pull some Fast and Furious shit on your friend, like, yeah, bro, let's play, no fusing this time. And then you fuse with somebody like, let's say, Cortex or Crash, or maybe, I think that was his sister or his girlfriend. I forgot the blonde chick's name. Anyways, yeah, it's like you fuse with somebody and your friend cheats and blows you up just because they want to win. It's like, oh, I see how it is. Crash Tag Team Racing is basically, yeah, my favorite Crash Bandicoot game. I love the classics like on the PS1 and stuff, don't get me wrong. But I felt like that was the most addictive to me. I liked it. It really was competitive but fun. And yes, I say that because I was always the one pissing my friends off. I was that guy that wanted to win once. Yeah, that's right, I blew my friends up. So what? Judge me. Anyway, moving on. I also want to say number 3 is personally one of my best PS2 games. And when I say that, I actually mean it. At number 3, we got Star Wars Battlefront 2. Why? because Battlefront's already out. Well, fuck the new Battlefront. I still like the classics, damn it. I want to be able to go to Mos Eisley again on that desert map where I can play as all the Jedi and Sith and whoop ass. I still want to be able to play the old classic graphics and feel like I'm on the PS2 again, because let's be honest, the PS2 was like the PS4 of its day. There was nothing compared to it. It's amazing, so stop fucking hating, people. Anyway, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is basically what made Battlefront today made. Literally, guys. If any of you little kids are watching this and you're not familiar with the Battlefront series, I just want to inform anyone below the ages of probably, I'm going to say 12, 13, maybe 14. Anyway, Battlefront today, Star Wars Battlefront, is actually not a new game. Hypothetically speaking, it's actually a remake of the old genre. Now, yes, it's based all around online, but that's why I want Battlefront 2 to return, people. We want that one-player experience. We want to be able to have split-screen Jedi-Sith battles with our friends. And besides, I kind of like, you know, whooping ass as a Jedi or Sith. I mean, every time I played the game, I was either Darth Maul or I was either like Luke Skywalker. I was whooping ass. Anyway, yes, Battlefront 2 needs to happen. If they can make all these other games come, like San Andreas and all these other ones and shit, like Vice City, then I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive, they could bring back Star Wars Battlefront 2. And if they can, then Sony, if you're watching this video, you need to make this happen. This is no joke. You need to bring Battlefront 2. If you don't, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, if you can't do it, fair enough. But if you can, don't play with our emotions. Don't. Anyway, moving on to number 2. I got Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. Now, again, I know I'm selecting games that are like the third or the second installment into their franchises. I'm not always picking the first one, like the Sands of Time for Prince of Persia, or Crash Bandicoot, you know, the first original on the PS1. But that's the thing, guys. This is my top 10 favorite, so if you don't like it and you like a different Prince of Persia, or you think that that shouldn't even be on there because you didn't like it, that's your problem. Anyways, Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones is the third installment in the game, where he is possessed by I think a Dark Emperor or a demon, or I forgot like the main plot of the story, but I do know that you're possessed of some sort, and like you got like this badass dark persona in you, and you gotta get rid of them and shit, and like there's all like these like puzzles you gotta climb and do parkour and shit. Like that game was like the original Assassin's Creed, people. Not to mention it was made by Ubisoft. Wait a minute, it was made by Ubisoft, and they also made Assassin's Creed. What if the Assassin's Creed guy is actually Prince of Persia? Oh shit. Or what if they live in the same universe? Alright, anyways, that's for a new video. I just blew my mind there. Anyways, back on track. Yes, The Two Thrones needs to happen. I honestly do believe that that game deserves to be on the PS2. Whether you bring back all three or what, that one was my favorite. Forget Warrior Within, forget the Sands of Time. The Prince of Persia: Two Thrones was the most epic. That was the most badass. To me, that had the most badass fighting combat in it of all. Like, you know, I felt like the fighting in that one was so fun. Oh my god, guys. The Two Thrones also, I think, really had a good story to it. Like, if you played the first two, you would really enjoy the third one, to be honest with you. The third one was my favorite personally, just because of the combat sequences. I like the cutscenes, the story. And for the time being, that game was really great, like, and amazing, and it deserved a longer lifespan. So why don't we bring it to PS4? Let's say, forget the bullshit, you know, let's bring it to PS4, and let's whoop some ass again in Persia. Oh, and by the way, fun fact, I didn't even know this until like years later, but apparently Persia is actually, Iraq today, or Iran, I think. Yeah, if I'm correct, yeah, it's one of those places today. I did not know that. Yes, consider me a dumbass, but I didn't know that. Yeah, I thought Persia was actually its own standalone place. No, they actually just renamed it. It's actually Iraq or Iran. I didn't know that, so that's a fun fact for you. Anyways, this ain't top 10 facts or shit, so moving on. My number 1 game. Now, this one has been long awaited, but it needs to be said. Drum roll. I'm going to have to go with Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Now, like I said before, this ain't the first or the second one, so if you like those more, that's great. The only thing I liked about the first one was that's like the first PS2 game that I ever got on the PS2 with the King Kong movie game. Yeah, I actually got that shit with the PS2 when I first bought it. And the second one, the only thing I liked from that one is that you could fuse like those potions or shit you bought from that one guy Kai or whatever, and fuse shit together, make new characters, and unlock new abilities, whatever. Anyways, I say 3 because I felt like when you could fuse together, that was amazing. I loved that. When you could turn Super Saiyan during battle, that shit was dope. Like, they actually made those scenes matter. Like, they actually had the cutscenes and everything. I also liked that you could play from the Dragon Ball to the Dragon Ball Z to hell, even Dragon Ball GT. Like, I loved how you could play that entire lifespan. Even though a lot of people say that it's non-canon to the original series, GT, I still liked it. I may be the only person who ever did, but I don't care. It wasn't that terrible. I got to see Goku go Super Saiyan 4. On top of that, I got to see a lot of other shit happen. Like him fighting Omega Shenron, him and Vegeta Super Saiyan 4 fused. I mean, there was a lot of jaw-dropping moments in the series. Yes, there was some BS moments. There was a lot of shit that didn't make sense. But at the end of the day, it was still a good series. So please respect my top 10 list. But anyways, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 should definitely be my number 1 because I want it on PS4. It needs to happen. I don't care about any of the other ones I said so far. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, I would love to play the campaign again on PS4, do videos of it. I'd love to do, oh my god, oh man, like you just don't believe, guys, how good. I'd give it a review. I would do funny moments on it. I'd do a campaign walkthrough. Well, actually, I wouldn't do the campaign walkthrough. That shit was long and hard. But I would try. Like, honestly, man, I love that game so much. I probably wouldn't even just make videos of it. I'd just play it in general. Like, you know, the tournaments. Yeah, I'd do a tournament video. Y'all could see me win. Do a series on that. Oh, man. Like, guys, honestly, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, it deserves to be on PS4. It deserves to be. I mean, the game obviously was the best Dragon Ball Z game on the PS2 at the time, and Wii. I remember when it was on Wii. That thing today, I go on Amazon, that game is still $40. Why? Because it was amazing. It was amazing. How could you hate that? Anyway, I'm not saying you're hating it, but that was my top 10 list of PS2 games that should come to PS4. If you guys, like I said, have any suggestions of other games that you think would be good on the PS2, then leave them in the comments below. And also, don't forget to leave a like if you agree with any of these games, and subscribe if you're new to my channel for more content like this. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. EXO out.